was me doing residential interior design work. And I was making great relationships. I loved what I was doing. I was extremely passionate about it. And, I started working with residential clients, and that led me to real estate agents, and then real estate agents introduced me to builders, and then builders introduced me to developers. And once I started working with builders and developers and really understanding what their agenda was as it relates to design and using the platform of design to accomplish those goals and agenda, I was in my wheelhouse. When I was doing residential, one-off kind of residential design, it was really all about me and my creativity and kind of, working with clients to express that creativity, which is fantastic. But when I started to work with builders and developers, I felt a greater purpose, which was, we could all come together as stakeholders and really bring something to the market that was a healthier environment. It was beautifully designed, and I believe in living life beautifully, and that everybody deserves great design, and we could bring that to the market in a very attainable way. And so I felt like we were making a difference. Our new mission statement is to work with builders, developers, architects, and manufacturers to bring healthier, more attainable design to the market. And the difference in that from today that has been in the past is that really the manufacturers haven't been layered into that conversation. And I think they're a very important part of the puzzle, because we can design a sustainable and well-oriented environment all day long, but then when we get to the first yard line or we're ready to make the touchdown and we have to specify a whole bunch of furniture and accessories and lighting and artwork or area rugs that don't fit within that vision, we just fall short. I really enjoy our partnership with Tile Bar, just from a construction specification perspective. They give us a lot of creative leeway, and they're an amazing partner for us so that we can design from the construction side of thing. And then when we talk about FF&E, we recently partnered with Wildcat Territory on a bedding and fabric line, and that has been a beautiful partnership as well. I have learned a tremendous amount of, I've learned a lot through the process of fabrics and colors and colorways and how the colors vary from one printing process to another. And so I'm learning all of that, and that's been a great relationship. And then of course, we just launched an art line with Paragon and ProPack, which has been a beautiful relationship as well. They've been very, very amazing to work with. And we just got back from a collaborative session with them a couple of weeks ago, and we have a ton of stuff, beautiful, large impact artwork coming out. I believe it's April High Point. I think it means having design that is approachable and that people can actually grasp and afford. Really, I mean, if you look at the median house price in Denver alone, it's risen to $547. People can't afford to buy houses. It's a very scary proposition, and that's just Denver. So when you talk about the West Coast markets or the East Coast markets, we've just priced a lot of people out of the market that deserve safe, secure places to live. And on top of that, deserve a beautiful place to live, that is designed very well and aesthetically pleasing and makes them feel good and works towards, things like mental health. And so I just feel like it means a lot of different things for a lot of different people, but we definitely have an attainable issue in the market as a whole when we look across our buyer segments. I think at the end of the day, the bigger message is we want to be part of the solution, and we want to do that through the design process, because that's what we love and we know and we're experts in. And I do think that it can have a huge influence. Year over year, we analyze our wellness program internally. We obviously have our wellness week. We have a professional and personal wellness coach that is available to all of our staff members on a weekly basis. So she holds sessions with them, both one-on-one and in group sessions, which is really important. We promote things like walking meetings. We have live plants. We have natural light throughout the space, and we take it very seriously. We feel like, you cannot be well if you are not working in a well environment. We're so lucky. I mean, there's not a whole lot of partners or spouses that can work really well together. And Drake and I are one of those groups. And I love that for several different reasons. But one of the things I love most is that at TRIO, we really try to foster collaboration and creativity at every touch point. And I believe that creativity is not just about the design work that we do, but being creative in business and being creative in problem solving and all of these things. And Drake is very talented and brings a really interesting perspective to TRIO as our Chief Operating Officer, because he came from the media world. So he worked for NBC for several years, and he has a different perspective that he brings into the conference room with our leadership teams, and it's really incredible to watch. And frankly, one of TRIO's competitive advantages, because there's not a whole lot of design or architecture firms out there that have somebody really dedicated to that. And so he does a lot of our legal work, he does a lot of our people work, he does a lot of work on the operations side of things and contracts, and we're very lucky to have him. So that's the good part. And then the only challenging part, I would say, is that we're both so passionate about what we do and how we're building things, and it's hard to turn it off, I mean, we have learned to compartmentalize it a little bit. We have a little one, we have an 8-year-old who is absolutely our world. And we try to be very conscious when we get home that we need to shut it off and be a family. One thing led to another, and I got involved in the Exceptional Education Outreach Program, and that's really a program that works to identify kids that are falling behind in the school systems and pull them out and works with them one-on-one at their level, and then integrates them back into the program. Well, in making those relationships and really trying to learn more about the program, I fell in love with the executive director. She's fantastic. She has amazing energy. She's very passionate. She's a teacher in Miami, and she's very passionate about this program and has done some incredible work with these students. But we were finding that they didn't have classrooms. They didn't have a place to learn. And so, they were trying to teach the children under trees and 120-degree temperatures. And it's very hard for kids to learn in that environment. So long story short, we built a couple of schoolhouses. They now have a sense of purpose. They can hang up their artwork. The teacher has a sense of purpose, a sense of it. So it's really been really exceptional for us, because again, we can use our design talents and what we know, which is design, and we can affect change. And whether that's in 1 or 2 or 3 children, that touches 10 other kids. And so it's been a really great program. I now sit on the board for that program. We're getting ready to jump into some fundraising initiatives, but it's just an exceptional place. It's a beautiful place, and even more so, the people are amazing.